Starting our list with Sons of the Forest, the terrifying sequel that pushes survival horror to new heights with improved AI companions and nightmarish mutant encounters. This game drops you into a mysterious forest island where you must scavenge resources, construct shelters, and defend against increasingly aggressive cannibalistic creatures that evolve throughout your playthrough. The building system features realistic physics with structural integrity requirements, forcing you to think carefully about architectural design rather than creating impossible floating structures. Your AI companion Kelvin follows simple commands to gather resources and build structures, while Virginia can assist in combat once she trusts you enough to approach. The seasonal weather system affects resource availability and enemy behavior patterns, requiring constant adaptation to survive harsh winters and oppressive summers. Cave exploration reveals horrifying secrets and valuable equipment, but the darkness and claustrophobic environments create intense psychological pressure. Multiplayer supports cooperative play, where friends share the survival experience and tackle the mysteries together. At number 2, we have Ark Survival Ascended, the stunning remake that revolutionizes dinosaur taming with Unreal Engine 5 graphics and refined gameplay mechanics. The core loop involves gathering primitive resources, crafting increasingly advanced tools and weapons, then taming prehistoric creatures to serve as mounts, guards, and automated resource gatherers for your expanding base. Building mechanics allow massive structures, from simple thatch huts to metal fortresses, with electrical systems, automatic doors, and sophisticated defensive turrets that protect against both dinosaurs and hostile players. Taming varies by species, with some require tranquilizer knockout and passive feeding, while others need special items or strategic approaches to gain their loyalty. Technology progression spans primitive Stone Age tools to futuristic tech armor and energy weapons that fundamentally change your capabilities and survival strategies. Multiple distinct biomes present unique challenges, with scorching deserts, frozen tundras, and volcanic regions, each requiring appropriate equipment, shelter designs, and tamed creatures adapted to those environments. Coming in at number 3, The Forest continues to deliver masterful survival horror that balances resource management with psychological terror as you search desperately for your kidnapped son. The crafting system emphasizes realistic wilderness survival, with hunting wild animals, gathering edible plants, and constructing shelters using trees, rocks, and materials scavenged from the forest and abandoned campsites. Cannibal AI creates genuinely disturbing encounters as enemies observe you from distance, learn your daily patterns, coordinate ambush attacks, and grow increasingly bold as you establish permanent structures that threaten their territory. Cave networks provide critical story progression and rare resources, but deliver claustrophobic horror with limited visibility, tight passages, and terrifying encounters that contrast sharply with surface exploration freedom. Sanity mechanics subtly affect your mental state as violent actions and horrifying discoveries take psychological toll, reflected through visual hallucinations and audio distortions. Defensive construction becomes essential as enemy raids escalate in frequency and aggression, demanding strategic trap placement, reinforced walls, and backup escape routes. Number 4 brings us Subnautica Below Zero, which expands underwater survival into frozen Arctic waters with new terrestrial exploration and temperature management challenges. The game balances deep ocean diving, where oxygen and pressure limit your exploration depth, with surface expeditions across icy land masses, where hypothermia becomes an immediate deadly threat without proper thermal protection. Base construction allows modular underwater habitats and surface outposts, with power generators, resource fabricators, and storage systems, essential for long-term survival and progression through increasingly dangerous biomes. Creature diversity ranges from harmless fish harvested for food and water to massive, aggressive leviathans that patrol specific territories and require careful navigation strategies to avoid certain death. The narrative provides more character interaction and voice acting compared to the original game, delivering context and motivation while maintaining the core exploration freedom that defines the series. Vehicle construction includes the modular sea truck with customizable compartments and the heavy-duty prawn suit for deep-sea resource extraction and defense against hostile fauna. At the 5th position sits Green Hell, which delivers uncompromising survival realism in the Amazon rainforest, where every injury can become life-threatening without proper treatment and attention. The body inspection system requires regularly examining your limbs and torso for leeches, parasites, rations, and wounds that need specific medical treatments, ranging from simple bandages to herbal remedies crafted from jungle plants. Nutrition management extends beyond basic hunger meters, with separate tracking for carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and hydration levels that all must remain balanced for optimal health, stamina regeneration, and mental stability. Crafting demands experimentation and logical thinking, as recipes require combinations that make realistic sense, rather than arbitrary menu selections, teaching you actual survival techniques applicable to real wilderness situations. Story mode provides structured progression through increasingly challenging jungle regions with narrative objectives and character development, while survival mode offers open-ended sandbox challenges with permadeath consequences. Mental health mechanics reflect isolation trauma and disturbing experiences through auditory hallucinations, visual distortions, and paranoid delusions that blur the line between reality and madness. Moving to number 6, Rust Console Edition successfully translates the hardcore PC multiplayer survival phenomenon to PlayStation, with all the tension, betrayal, and triumph intact. Players spawn completely naked and vulnerable on procedurally generated islands, where immediate priorities include gathering basic resources, crafting primitive tools, and finding shelter before nightfall brings dangerous wildlife and hostile players. Progression accelerates from Stone Age spears and wooden shacks to modern firearms and reinforced metal compounds with electrical wiring, automated turrets, and sophisticated security systems protecting your accumulated wealth. Raiding mechanics create constant paranoia, as offline bases remain vulnerable to explosives and determined attackers, requiring strategic building techniques, hidden loot stashes, and defensive redundancy to minimize catastrophic losses. Player politics emerge organically, with spontaneous alliances forming against common threats, trade agreements establishing between neighboring bases, and inevitable betrayals causing server-wide conflicts and revenge campaigns. Resource monuments scattered across the map provide high-tier loot spawns, but attract concentrated player activity, creating PvP hotspots where risk and reward reach maximum intensity. At number 7, we find Stranded Deep, which focuses on realistic island survival and ocean navigation after surviving a plane crash scattered across Pacific Archipelago. The procedurally generated world ensures each playthrough presents different island configurations, resource distributions, and navigational challenges, requiring adaptation and flexible strategies rather than memorized solutions. Raft construction becomes mandatory for traveling between islands to gather essential crafting materials and search for rescue opportunities, while carefully managing limited supplies during extended ocean voyages. Underwater exploration reveals sunken shipwrecks containing valuable salvageable materials, but also dangerous predators, including sharks, that make every dive a calculated risk, requiring preparation and escape planning. Dehydration kills faster than starvation, making freshwater acquisition the highest survival priority through coconut collection, water still construction, or rainwater harvesting during tropical storms. Crafting progression follows logical technology trees, with simple tools enabling more complex constructions that gradually improve your survival odds and exploration capabilities. Boss creatures inhabit specific locations, providing optional high-difficulty challenges that reward brave players with unique crafting materials unavailable through normal scavenging. Number 8 showcases Conan Exiles, which blends survival mechanics with action RPG elements in the brutal Conan the Barbarian universe, filled with violence and dark magic. The Thrall system allows capturing and enslaving NPCs who work as specialized crafters, producing advanced equipment, warriors defending your base from attacks, and entertainers providing passive bonuses that enhance your settlement capabilities. Base building reaches epic proportions, with castles, cities, and massive fortifications possible when dedicating enough time to resource gathering and thrall management across the vast exiled lands map. Combat features directional blocking, combo attacks, and dodge rolling with various weapon categories, from fast dual daggers to slow, devastating two-handed hammers, each requiring different tactical approaches and timing. Religion systems let you worship different gods, gaining unique abilities, crafting recipes, and eventually summoning massive avatars capable of destroying enemy bases in spectacular fashion during server raids. Attribute points and knowledge feat unlocking provide RPG progression, with specialization paths affecting combat damage, crafting efficiency, carrying capacity, and survival resilience against environmental hazards. Dungeons scattered throughout the world offer challenging PvE content, with boss encounters and legendary loot. Coming in at number 9, Valheim brings Norse mythology-inspired survival crafting with beautiful, stylized, low-poly graphics and incredibly satisfying progression through distinct biomes. The game emphasizes boss battles as major progression gates, with each defeated boss dropping unique materials that unlock entirely new crafting tiers, building pieces, and gameplay possibilities that fundamentally expand your capabilities. Building mechanics use realistic structural integrity, requiring proper foundation placement and support beam calculations, creating satisfying architectural challenges and encouraging creative problem solving. Combat blends stamina-based blocking and timed pairing, with dodge rolling and weapon variety, rewarding skillful play and pattern recognition over simple stat advantages or button mashing. Sailing introduces wind direction mechanics and sea serpent encounters, making ocean voyages engaging adventures with navigation challenges rather than boring automated transit between locations. Food system provides temporary health and stamina buffs rather than preventing starvation, with different meal types offering balanced stats or specialized bonuses for specific activities like combat or exploration. Cooperative multiplayer supports up to 10 players, sharing a persistent world and tackling challenges together while constructing elaborate communal settlements. Rounding out our list at number 10 is 7 Days to Die, which combines zombie survival with tower defense elements as Blood Moon Horde Knights arrive every 7th day, testing your preparations. The voxel destruction system allows zombies to break through walls, floors, and ceilings, forcing strategic base design with multiple defensive layers, reinforced choke points, and backup escape routes for worst-case scenarios. Crafting progression spans from primitive stone tools to advanced firearms, explosives, and electrical systems over extended gameplay, requiring hundreds of hours to reach endgame technology. Skills provide RPG-style progression with specialization trees affecting combat effectiveness, crafting quality, resource gathering efficiency, and survival capabilities like disease resistance and stamina regeneration. Looting mechanics emphasize scavenging abandoned buildings, vehicles, and buried treasure, while managing limited inventory space and constant zombie threats in urban areas. Base construction requires understanding structural integrity, zombie pathing AI, and defensive positioning to create effective fortifications capable of withstanding increasingly difficult horde attacks. Temperature and weather systems impact gameplay, requiring appropriate clothing and shelter planning to survive desert heat, forest cold, and winter blizzards.